Candace Bushnell admitted she was startled by many decisions made in HBO Max's Sex and the City reboot, based on her 1996 book anthology of the same name. In an interview with The New Yorker, the best-selling author, 63, revealed she struggled to see herself in any of the characters or storylines, which left fans shocked by Mr. Big's death and Miranda Hobbs coming out. "I'm really startled by a lot of the decisions made in the reboot," she told the outlet. "You know, it's a television product, done with Michael Patrick King and Sarah Jessica Parker, who have both worked with HBO a lot in the past." Bushnell continued, "HBO decided to put this franchise back into their hands for a variety of reasons, and this is what they came up with." When asked specifically if she still related to Carrie Bradshaw, Parker, Miranda, Cynthia Nixon, or Charlotte York, Kristen Davis, the journalist confessed she didn't. "Not at all. I mean, Carrie Bradshaw ended up being a quirky woman who married a really rich guy. And that's not my story, or any of my friends' stories. But TV has its own logic," the TV producer bluntly stated. Bushnell added that she stopped relating to Bradshaw a long time ago. "I've said this, but when the character of Carrie sleeps with Mr. Big after Hess married to somebody else, that's when I felt like the character's becoming something other than myself," Bushnell noted. And Just Like That aired its finale earlier this month, though it has not been confirmed whether it will be returning for a second season. In October, the writer said the HBO series based on her column for The New York Observer was not very feminist, and she doesn't think fans should base their lives on the show. Bushnell added that while the series is great and funny, it's just that, a television show, and there are plenty of fans who let it guide them in life when it shouldn't. The TV show and the message were not very feminist at the end, she told the New York Post. "But that's TV. That's entertainment. That's why people should not base their lives on a TV show. The reality is, finding a guy is maybe not your best economic choice in the long term. Men can be very dangerous to women in a lot of different ways. We never talk about this, but that's something that women need to think about. You can do a lot less when you have to rely on a man." Bushnell insisted that her original column was not just about men or the act of sex, but rather, sexiness as it applied to everything in life. "It was the larger idea of what's sexy. Doing business is sexy, being ambitious is sexy, staying up until 4 in the morning and partying is sexy. Power conversation is sexy. Getting to the #1 table in the restaurant, that's sexy," she said. But she also reflected on some of the not-so-sexy stuff that came along with the New York social scene in the 90s, like convicted sex offender Harvey Weinstein. "New York was sexy. It was exciting, but at the same time, it was filled with landmines like Harvey Weinstein," she added. "These men are freaking scary. I would actually look at these guys and I would think, how could the women even be around them?" The author had previously blasted Weinstein in a 2017 piece for The New York Times, writing, "He was a rolling ball of outsized bad habits. He smoked cigarette after cigarette, appeared to consume drink after drink. He was spitting, he was swearing. You had the feeling you didn't want to pee him off."